Hey YouTube, hey Young and the Restless fans, the week of December 9th to the 13th will have plenty of intrigue, as we definitely come to expect in Genoa City. Jordan and Ian Ward will take the next step in their sinister plan, and Ian will cross paths with someone from his past this week. Sounds interesting. Michael will have a shocking update for Nick and Sharon. Billy will conspire with Diane, and Victor gets the upper hand against Jack. So another exciting week is in store, so let's get into it. On Monday, Nick and Mariah shared disturbing news with Sharon. In the preview, we see Michael saying Chance got the toxicology report back on Sharon's pills. Nick is going to ask, did they find anything? And Nick is the one that had the hunch that maybe something was wrong with Sharon's medication all this time. And that's what's been causing Sharon's strange behavior and her blackouts. Turns out Nick was right. Michael will have a shocking update on Sharon's toxicology report, and they're going to learn that Sharon's medication was tainted, altered with a very serious and dangerous drug. So now we can assume, of course, that Ian Ward and Jordan were the ones behind this. They've been messing with Sharon all this time. Nick and company will have to find out, though, how Sharon's meds got tampered with, but Michael will also point out that this new development could help Sharon's case. There's also an idea, too, that Jordan might frame Phyllis for this, for messing with Sharon's meds, and maybe Jordan pins this on Phyllis. But this is only speculation, so we'll see if things go in that type of direction. Sharon, too, will also spend some time alone in the park this week, and she'll wonder who could be targeting her, who could be the one behind messing with her meds. Spoilers also say Sharon spies on Phyllis this week, so it looks like Sharon might think that Phyllis was the one behind this, the one who messed with her medication. And we'll see if Jordan and Ian try and take advantage of Sharon's suspicions and maybe try to frame Phyllis for this. Speaking of Jordan, she'll report back to Ian about Kyle and Claire looking happy together. And Jordan will also tell Ian about how Nick now knows about Sharon's meds being altered. Jordan will also want Ian to hold up his end of the bargain in their alliance, since Jordan so far has been the one doing all the heavy lifting. Jordan's also going to tell Ian that she could bring their whole operation crashing down if Ian doesn't hold up his end of the bargain. So we've seen some tension now between Ian and Jordan, and I'm wondering if this could lead to some dissension in the ranks, and if these two villains end up turning on each other. We'll have to see, but for now they're going to continue to work together, but we'll see if that starts to weaken later in the near future if Ian and Jordan end up turning on each other. And in the preview we see Jordan telling Ian, I think it's time you get out there and see the world. And Ian says, it has been a long time. I just hope the people in Genoa City are ready for me. Ian's going to head into town, and spoilers say Ian crosses paths with someone from his past. Will Ian find Sharon alone in the park? Or maybe Ian runs into Mariah. Of course, Mariah was involved in Ian Ward's cult all those years ago. There's also an idea that Summer could have a chilling encounter with Ian. And that also, and this is all purely speculation, that maybe Ian would hold Summer captive, or maybe Ian would hold Mariah or Faith or another character captive. There's a theory, too, that Ian could dress up as Santa Claus and cause chaos that way. So we'll see what Ian's next sinister move is going to be as, of course, we head towards Christmas. One way or another, Ian and Jordan will be causing plenty more chaos as this story continues, so stay tuned. Also this week, Kyle keeps the peace between Summer and Claire. And we've seen plenty of tension now, too, between Summer and Claire, as it looks like Summer now is trying to push Claire's buttons maybe a little bit. Claire has taken the high road so far, but will she reach a breaking point? Summer seems determined to meddle in Kyle and Claire's relationship, so we'll see. Of course, Summer is very protective of Harrison, too, and that's a large part of what's motivating her. Summer will insist, too, that Kyle and her tell Harrison that Claire won't be his nanny anymore, even though Claire wanted to do that herself and tell Harrison first. So we'll see where all of this goes and if Summer starts to interfere more with Kyle and Claire. Also, spoilers say Victor tests Claire's loyalty this week, so We'll see what that is about and if Claire will eventually be able to catch a break. Victor has never encouraged Claire's relationship with Kyle, and we'll see what Victor's loyalty test involves and if Victor tries to maybe plant a seed in Claire's mind that maybe Summer and Kyle could reunite and that the two of them, Kyle and Summer, could be an endgame romance. Victor might make Claire doubt Kyle's true feelings, so stay tuned to see if Claire thinks that Kyle could still have feelings for his ex. And speaking of Victor, Victor gets the upper hand against Jack this week. We saw Victor tell Kyle that he, Victor, has set a trap for the Abbotts. What's Victor up to? We saw Jack, too, tell Victor that he bought up all of those divisions of glissade that Victor sold. Jack taunted Victor, too, telling him thanks for the discount. It looks like for now, Smilin' Jack Abbott has the advantage for the moment, but spoilers would indicate that this might not last, so we'll see what this trap of Victor's turns out to be. It's going to be interesting, so stay tuned. As the corporate intrigue heats up in Genoa City, too, Billy, of course, asks Phyllis to team up with him against Victor, so we'll see where things go with that. But spoilers also say this week Billy conspires with Diane. So what's this about? Billy wants revenge on Victor, so does Diane, so we'll see if they involve Phyllis, too, in this plan. Billy could also be involved in a triangle with Phyllis and Sally. And this week, Sally evaluates her feelings for Billy, so hopefully things don't go south for Billy and Sally. But you never know. Sally could find herself in a situation where now Billy and Phyllis could head into a romantic direction. And also there's an idea that maybe Billy and Diane can have an affair. I don't think so, but you never know. Also this week for Phyllis, Daniel and Phyllis demand justice for Heather. So they're going to continue to want to demand that Sharon is held accountable. But with the new development of Sharon's meds being tampered with, this could create some extenuating circumstances for Sharon. Of course, Michael is going to go with that line of thinking. And of course, Nick too. Phyllis and Michael's friendship is also tested this week, and we've seen it tested already. Of course, we know Phyllis is fed up with Michael's defense of Sharon, but Michael's a lawyer. He's only doing his job to represent Sharon. So Phyllis and Michael's friendship, though, could maybe not ever be the same. We'll have to see if Phyllis ends up forgiving Michael. Maybe perhaps Lauren could eventually find some middle ground for Phyllis and Michael in the near future, so we'll see. And over with Nate and Audra this week, spoilers say Audra makes a promise to Nate, and that Nate asks Devon and Lily to give Audra a second chance. It looks like Audra might promise to Nate that she won't try anything underhanded when it comes to Nate's family company. And Nate might ask Devon to give Audra another chance and bring her on board at Winters, the company. Devon, though, has never been on board with that idea, though, so we'll see if Devon, though, has a change of heart. Speaking of Devon, he and Abby return home from their honeymoon this week, so it'll be fun to catch up with them. Lily's going to make a tough decision, too, this week, so what could that be? Maybe Lily is going to mull over the idea of going to work at Winters. We know Devon wants Lily to be there at the family company, so we'll see if Lily does that. Back with Nate and Audra this week, in the preview we see Nate telling Audra, "I've hired a private eye, recommended by Devon to search for Damien. It may not be long before I come face to face with my half-brother," says Nate. It's only a matter of time before Damien is introduced on the show, so that is going to be exciting. And it's going to be another exciting week in Genoa City, and we'll learn more about all the storylines. We know now that Sharon's meds were tampered with, and they were, affected by a dangerous substance. And Ian is going to enter town soon and cause more chaos. And Victor, he's playing the long game with Jack and the Abbotts, so we'll see what the chess master's next move is going to be. It should be good, so keep it here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Keep it here for more updates. Watch The Young and the Restless, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.